Hey, what's up, guys? This is BJ, the author of the book, How to Make Money with Ebooks, Internet Marketing 101, and Six-Figure Internet Marketer, and the publisher of how-to guides, HowExpert, which publishes how-to guides on all topics from A to Z. Here's an example, How to Write Comic Books by John Zakor, who's an actual well-known comic book artist in this comic book industry, as well as other books, unique topics like 52 Marathons in 52 Weeks by Carl Gruber, who actually ran 52 actual real marathons in a single year. It's insane. He's on Wikipedia page as well as unique everyday experts for unique topics, for all topics from A to Z, like Extreme Ironing 101 here by Marie Claire Medina, and various different topics. Today, I'm working on my next book. It's called HowExpert Guide to World History. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to document the journey behind the scenes. If you want to learn how to build a publishing business as well, go check out my online course at publishersystem.com. It shows you step-by-step how to start, grow, and succeed in your publishing business as an author or publisher. I teach you. This course is unique because I have experience being a best-selling author and a best-selling publisher, and a publisher of over 500 books, 400 plus nonfiction books, and 100 plus short story titles. So if you're interested, go check out my online course here at publishersystem.com. If you need help, done for you service, check out my done for you service at ebookborn.com, where I show you step by step. I work with you step by step to publish your own dream custom book, whatever type of book you want to publish, okay? Whether it's helping you format the book, the ebook, paperback book, hardback book, and audiobook as well as writing services, book design services, and Amazon ad services, or even coaching program. Okay, just a coaching call with me. Okay, so having said that, and then also if you want to check out my books, HowExpert books, visit howexpert.com, click on the logo here, and you'll be led to this page on Amazon that shows you 406 books. Okay, for all topics from A to Z. My recent book yesterday I published was Cloud Spot, How Expert Got to Cloud Spotting. I have a book about personal development, dating and relationships, business and entrepreneurship, health and fitness, all kinds of core categories and unique topics, stone skipping, even religion, evangelism, jobs and careers, about cities. So all topics from A to Z, self-publishing as well, artificial intelligence, so much more, and more core category books coming soon in the future as well, okay? So behind the scenes, I'm working on my next book. It's about world history. So I say, you know what? Why not show behind the scenes the process of publishing? I'm not going to show the whole thing, but I'm showing a little bit, the snippets, bits and pieces. So for example, I'm on depositphotos.com, which is the website to search for book cover images. Again, by the way, the next book is How Expert Guides to World History. Okay, so this is a quick table of contents here behind the scenes. Okay, I'm just showing you right here, and I'm working on my details here on my Amazon KDP account right here. Okay, as you can see, just behind the scenes real quick, I'll show you all the details right here. Introduction, Part 1, Ancient Civilization. Part 2, Classical Civilizations. Part 3, The Life and Impact of Jesus Christ. Part 4, Medieval Period. Part 5, Early Modern Period. Part 6, Modern History. Part 7, Contemporary History. Conclusion, appendices, and so forth. It covers all aspects of world history, okay? Having said that, let me take a look at history. Go to Deposit Photos and type in the main keyword history and search for potential images out there, okay, for this next book that I'm working on, okay? So let me what I like to do is I type in the main keyword and I just go through it really quickly. I don't analyze each picture really too much. I just go through it a little bit. Oh, I like this. I like the map of the world. I like that. And whatever kind of stands out, I open it in a new tab. And then I compare and contrast the ones that I open in a new tab. Okay, that's pretty much what I like to do. I like high quality images and also images that are relevant, okay, to the topic. And let me type in another keyword, world history. Actually, let me do this. Open 2 new tabs, and then you can go on to the next page. How many pages do I go? I usually go 3 to 5 pages, and I'll select the favorites from there. Okay, let me take a look at the word history, see if anything else stands out. So far, I like that map because it represents world, okay, as a whole. So kind of like that one. What else? And sometimes I kind of like these kind of images sometimes, but for some a topic like a classical topic like history, this kind of looks a little bit, not to sound rude, but it looks a little too like just for kids, you know. I have a lot of books that have this type of covers, but for history, I want a more classical type of image. Zoom in that one. It looks more like a science. Let me zoom in for you just a little bit, just to show you. Oh, just the images. Hold on. Yeah, other websites similar to Deposit Photos is Shutterstock.com, but personally, I like Deposit Photos. I've used it for years. I have a business account here, and they've been very good with support. They answer questions, unlike other platforms I checked out. I'm not going to mention names, but sometimes it's very hard to get a hold of support sometimes. So Deposit Photos, and plus the price for Deposit Photos compared to other websites, Deposit Photos is a little bit cheaper. Okay, and a lot of the images on other websites are here already because a lot of the artists that sell their images, they use all the different types of they submit the same image to different type of places, different platforms. Okay, hold on one second. Let me just look at one more page of this. I think I already got the image. I like that map, and this is another world map, but the other one looks better. Now it's getting worse. Generally speaking, the best images are in the beginning for whatever reason. That's how I've seen from my experience. But sometimes, once in a while, you'll find a really good image in the latter pages. Okay, so I'm done with searching for history. Let me, see, I like that one. So whatever I like, I'll save it. And also, they'll have, if you like this image and you're not sure yet, and you want to see other comparisons, you can go down and there'll be variations on the bottom, okay? And then you can click on see more to look at other potential images that are very similar. So far, I kind of like this one. Let me save it. Okay, fantastic. Okay, and let me also click on see more, see what other images there are. Okay, let me take a look. This is the one with the compass. I like the one with the map. It shows the whole world as a whole. So far, I like the one in the past, the early one. I like that one the best actually. Let me take a look at. So this is my current favorite. Let me take a look at this. What is this? Okay, it's too small. I like this. I kind of like this. Okay, and let me go to Deposit Photos and let me type world history this time. World history. Okay, and let me search. That's another world map. Oh, that looks good. That's the one I already looked at. It's already saved. I believe it's the one I already looked at that stood out. So I think I already found the potential book cover image. We will see. Hold on. That's page one. Let me see a couple more pages just to make sure, just to double check. Okay, that's another world image, but I don't like color. It just seems kind of, the other one's more colorful or shinier. I have an idea. I'm gonna type world map, and let me see if there's a better one. Okay. After world history, 3 more pages. Let me look at world map. Okay, there's a lot of maps now, but so far the previous one is the best. Okay, fantastic. Sometimes, sometimes it's weird. Sometimes I can find an image really quickly. Like today, I think I found an image pretty quickly. Sometimes it takes forever. So you never know. Okay. I used to delegate finding the image for to my designer. To be honest with you, and what I do is I pick the image and I send it to my designer, and my designer does all the rest to put it together into the actual book cover. Right. I used to delegate to my designer, but no disrespect to my designer and whatnot. I personally, at the end of the day, want to choose the image. I'm just kind of like that right now. Like it's been like that for years, and I just like choosing the right image because I know once you pick an image and do the design, it's like it takes so much work to change it again. So I just take a little bit of time just to look for the right image and go from there. So I typed in world map this time. These are good maps, but they're too modern looking. I'm talking about history, so I don't want it to, be based. I don't want it to be modern looking. I want it to look classical. I want it to look like it's some kind of thing that you see in a museum or something. Let me see. That's weird. I thought there would be more similar images like the one I saw earlier. This is actually a good image right here, I would say. But probably it's a little modern. Yeah, it's a little modern, but that looks like a pretty cool picture. Let me look one more time. Okay, I think I'm done. I think I'm done. Okay, let me type in map one last time. Just think. Well, hold on. That's it's low. Let me just type map one more time. Okay, nothing really stands out so far. I'm not looking. They look a little bit, basic. Oh, that's a pretty cool one. If you're going to do a book just about the U.S., you know, that's a pretty cool image, actually. Maybe for the future, I'll use it for later. If I do a book about U.S. as a whole, 50 states, who knows? Okay, so I will most likely. Oh yeah, you know what? Let me check it one more time. Vintage map. The idea is I got the idea from here. Sometimes you're not sure about the keyword. Just look at the actual keyword they titled this. It says vintage, right? So I would type instead of just world map, why not try vintage map? Let me search one more time. And this is the same as your other one, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, let me see. Vintage map. Okay. Let me see a couple more pages. I also got to format this book. So I will show Okay, technical difficulties for whatever reason. I was on. I'm back. Let me search for the images real quick. Vintage map. I found another one that's potential one I like. Another one here I like. Kind of like. It's a little too modern of a map for me. That one because it actually says the continents like Australia. Back then there was back in the days they didn't really have that, right? So yeah, I like this one so far. It looks very classic. It looks historical, and yeah, I think I like this the best. I think I will go with this. Okay, from the ones I looked at so far. Let me look one more page. That's all right too. Yeah, but the other one, the previous one, just stands out. It's shinier. It looks like gold, and the color I like. Yeah, it just has a classic look with this, and just yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Okay, so let's close this out. It was a little too dull. This one's too basic. This one's too modern, right? So I'm gonna go with this most likely. This is the image I will most likely go with. Okay. Hold on one second. Anyhow, okay. So now I'm gonna work on my formatting. Okay, let me show you a quick preview behind the scenes working on my formatting. Okay. Yesterday I got a formatting software called Atticus. But for right now, before you do the formatting on Atticus, people recommend that you format it first on MS Word first, as best as possible. Then you upload it to Atticus. Okay. And even if you don't want to use Atticus, you want to format it using MS Word the best way possible. So let me format the MS Word version. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay, great, fantastic. All right, you see that? Oh, could you see that? Okay, fantastic. That's great. So I'm going to work on the formatting. So basically, what you want to do is in terms of the formatting, there's this thing called under Home MS Word. There's this thing called heading styles, right? So what I like to do is for normal, I like to use it for the main text. Heading one is like chapter. Then after the chapter is the main section. Then subsection, I use heading 3. Then subsection, heading 4 and heading 5. And sometimes I create a heading style for 6. Okay. Um, so this is a table of contents right now. So let me just start from the top. Um, let me just start from introduction actually. So I know there's hashtags right here. I'm going to get rid of it at the end. I don't like to get rid of it in the beginning because sometimes the hashtags helps you understand. Oh, this is this type of this requires this type of style. This is this type of section or whatnot. So I like to keep the hashtags that show up sometimes until the very end after I do all the styles first. Okay. So for introduction, that's the chapter title. I do heading 1. Let me zoom in just a little bit. And then I get rid of the extra spaces sometimes. Okay. Chapter 1. For now, what I'm going to do is this is like part 1, part 2, part 3, introduction. So I'm going to call that heading 1. And every chapter, I usually do heading 1. So I'll actually do both of these heading 1. Okay. And this by default is already normal. Okay. And I actually like to do it like in multiple 3 pages at the same time, so I could do all at the same time. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit. So what I like to do is just get the 1.1, 1.2. Those will be heading 2. Okay. Every book is different, by the way. So you got to kind of play with it. And in the beginning, you won't know what type of style you want, formatting you want. But as you do the formatting for the chapter 1, chapter 2, you kind of get a gist of it, and then you adjust from there for each book. So the extra spaces, I just get rid of it like this right here. This mostly has just section 1.2. It doesn't have a subsection yet. The other chapters will. This will be heading to like generally like 1.1, the main section below the chapter, I like to do heading 2. And below this, I like to use heading 3. And whatever's under heading 3, heading 4, and so forth. And by the way, if you want to change these, you can modify each and every one of these. Just go to right click, modify, and then I do Times New Roman, 18 bold, colors automatic, format, paragraph. I do auto single. That's just the way I like to do it, generally speaking. And don't forget to save once in a while, okay? Okay, so now I see a lot of things here. Okay, cool. This is heading 2. Okay, great. And then each chapter has a chapter summary. I like to do a heading 2 for chapter summaries as of right now, okay? And they have an overview section, whatever sections they have, key sections. I just bold it. I don't do styles for this chapter summary. I just bold it or I italicize it. Let's keep it simple. I bold the main sections like that. If there's a subsection, I'll italicize it. But for right now, that's how I like to do it for one chapter as an example. Let me go on to the next. Okay, part 1, I'm going to do heading 1, chapter title. I'm going to do heading 2, chapter 2. And I always like to have a space before a section starts, okay? So 2.1, 2. Depending on if you use a Mac or a PC, I use a PC, and just control and I click on this and click on this. So do 2 at the same time. I do heading 2. Okay. And if it's like this, not in one line, I just skip it for simplicity purposes because I used to make this heading a style. That took forever. I don't want to take forever. I want to publish more books, all topics A to Z. So I don't want to spend all day, every day formatting, you know. I just take care of the basics, simplify, and move on, okay? 2.2 is here, and then there's an extra space. Just extra space. A, B will be considered heading 3, okay? See, this is in one line, right? So it's much easier. I can select it together. If it's something like this, agriculture and irrigation, I gotta select it all. Then I gotta control and I gotta do it. It takes 10 times longer. As opposed to if I just click on it, if it's on one line, I just click on one and click control and click on another, right? It just takes a lot if I have to select it. That's why I just skip it for those. And sections under B, heading 3, it will be heading 4, okay? You can do it at the same time, by the way, on these. You can take a look at, okay. There's not a lot of them. B will be heading 3. All right, let's select to get together, do it together. Okay, so this will be faster. This is how I normally do it. I select control. I keep control from my PC and just select, click on the left side. And for review, I skip it. It's going to be heading 3. Okay, and get rid of the extra spaces. Everything's good to go here. Just put the space like that together. Get rid of the extra spaces. So that's, I'll bold it. And for the main chapter review title, I will do it heading 2 and bring it all together since it's under one section 2.1. Okay, 2.2. Okay, got to delete. Okay, so for this example, what I would do is I'll do bold this and I will italicize this since that is a specific section, one line only. Okay. Again, every book is different, so that's how I like to do it for right now. Okay. By the way, if I use Atticus, it's a lot easier after I format it here first. MS Word, and then I upload it. Everything's easier over there as well. But for right now, to be honest, for simplicity purposes, I like using Atticus for EPUB ebooks because it looks nice compared to the other one I was using before. And there's other softwares out there. But for print, I'm kind of liking my own version. I'm just used to doing my own version. But I got some great ideas looking at the Atticus print versions as well. Certain things that you can do in MS Word, you cannot do as much using Atticus sometimes, I notice. But that's why I kind of prefer to do it my way for print for right now. But for EPUB, I like it. It looks fantastic. Because I was using another version, another software, and it didn't look as good as Atticus for the EPUB version. Okay, that's good to go. Chapter 3. Let me just zoom in and just zoom out a little bit. Save it. Don't forget to save. After each chapter, I like to save it. Okay, everything's good. Okay, now heading 1, then it's heading 2, then A, B, C, D will be heading 3. Okay. And then just do it all these other chapters. This I like to normally do it faster. Since I'm teaching, I'm doing it a little bit slower than normal pace right now. Okay, so that will be heading 3, right? Bring all these extra spaces together. 3.2, 3.3, multitask, heading 2. Okay, so that's good to go. Everything looks good to go. Bring that summary. I'll just keep it there in summary, okay? I could just bring it up. It's an overall summary. Just keep it there. Okay. Heading 2. If that happens all the time, I just keep. It's an overall summary. It's not part of section D. So, in hindsight, I might just make a space for that. Let me go back. What happened to E? Let me just double check it. In Control Z. Okay, that's how it was. Okay. I know what to do now. Okay. Just for now, let me since it's a summary of the whole section as a whole, I'm just gonna separate it from the latest section. Okay. So again, the more you edit the book, you know how to adjust over time. You're like, this is a pattern I see. I'll change. I'll adapt. Okay, bold these, the main sections. Get rid of the extra spaces. Okay. There you go. Oh, I'm not gonna format the entire book in this video for time purposes. I'm just showing you a quick intro. Okay, everything's good. Let me do chapter 4 right here, and I'll get rid of the asterisks by Control F, and there's a way to find and replace with nothing. Okay, it's just a lot faster that way. Instead of deleting one by one. Heading 2 here. Do A, B, C, D will be heading 3. Okay. I just keep as is the spacing. Heading at 4.2, 4.3 will be heading 2. A, B, C, D, E, F, A, B, C, G will be heading 3. Now, there's just something called enhanced content for whatever reason. Sometimes there's some outliers, I would say, that show up. Since this is part of heading 2, I'll just do it like that for right now. I keep it the same. Okay. And let me just finish this chapter, and I'll end the video right now real quick. Okay, this is okay. Everything good to go here. C. And during extensive. Okay, in summary is going to be a different. Okay, cool. Heading 2. Get rid of the extra spaces. Okay, got it. Okay. All right, hold on. Where is it? 1, 2. Okay, let me bold these. 4.1, 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, bolded. And summary, have its own paragraph. Chapter 5, rinse and repeat again. I'll continue this on and on, okay? So that's a quick preview of how to format a book step by step using Microsoft Word. If you want to learn more, click the link below the video. Thanks for watching. Gotta go. Talk soon. Stay tuned for this book, How Expert Guide to World History, coming soon, okay? Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.